Hey there, it's Maurice. I'm here for another beer review. Today we're going with the old classic, Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. Since 1980. This was when it first was released. I believe this was the first released beer by them and bottle. 5.6% alcohol by volume, 38 IBUs. So this is a bottle conditioned ale. Sierra Nevada is based out of Chico, California, and Mills River, North Carolina. I remember when this beer first came out. This is what many people consider a holy grail beer, or the Mount Rushmore of beer would be on. This might be on it. For me, this is one of the beers that helped get me started in craft beer. Right, it's nice golden color. Glass must be a little dirty, but nice carbonation. Thin off-white head, eggshell. All right. When this first came in Michigan, it had the Sierra Nevada had the pale ale, the stout, and the porter. Unfortunately, the stout and the porter are only available sporadically and only at their breweries. So, unfortunately, no mass distribution for those two beers anymore. But they were both very good. All right, let's give this one a sniff. A light malt dominated by hops. They only use Cascade hops in this beer. At that time, Cascade was a newer hop. Smells very appetizing. Mm, very tasty. Uh, there's you can get the malt, you get the malt out of it, the flavor. Um, some bitterness, not like IPAs. Though the bitterness builds on it towards the end. Sierra Nevada is known for hoppier beers. When this beer came out in the early '80s, it was considered some people considered it over the top bitter. Man, if they only could see some of the beers that come out now back then, they'd be shocked. So quite quite well balanced though between the malt and the bitterness. Yeah, very pleasurable beer. This is a type of beer where you can drink a lot of because it just goes down so easy. Even at 5.6%, it's not that bad. Okay, it's yeah. The more I drink, the more pronounced the bitterness is on the back of my tongue. Although it does start off, still starts off with a little maltiness. Yeah, this beer, Anchor Steam Beer, Sam Adams Boston Lager, Pete's Wicked Ale. Those are the beers that really cemented me into the craft beer scene. And then there was, of course, Bell's and Frankenmuth here in Michigan that really I really enjoyed at the time. Yeah, it's an old sentimental beer that I really am fond of. So the pale ale, bottle conditioned. You can see a little bit of yeast on the bottom. They don't filter their beers, but they still come out pretty clear because they use a type of yeast that packs down in the bottom of the bottles and cans fairly well. So what can I say about this beer? Let's read what Sierra Nevada has to say. This pale ale in your hands sparked the American craft beer revolution. Bold and complex with pine and citrus notes from whole cone hops. This pale ale was first brewed in 1980 and introduced a generation to the glory of hops. Our pale ale is still a classic, and Sierra Nevada Brewing Company is still 100% family owned, operated, and argued over. To me, Sierra Nevada might be one of the best breweries in the world. Well, it is to me one of the best, maybe the best. They're very consistent with quality, and their beers are always top notch. They may not always be great, but they're mostly very good, very enjoyable, and you can depend on them if you're looking for a quality product. So I'm going to give it a review rating. I'm going to give it a 9.25 out of 10. 9.25 out of 10 for Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. It's a classic, and you should enjoy it just as much as I do. So uh, that's it for today. So don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you in my next one. You take care.